It's a very rare day. People did get along, and we have really good news for PS5. In fact, massive news. We also have good news for the Xbox, and there are 2 leak stories going around for Battlefield 6, so don't miss number 2 and 3. Let's go for 5 likes on this video so I can get the dopamine release. And coming in at number 9, the homie Someday Bloomer added me in the situation by saying that backwards compatibility. I hope I can make it to your next video, Habibi. Even IGN has talked about this, and we have like some people not getting along, which is kind of like, you know, it's 2021, right? Like, we gotta have some people not getting along. Dr. Renev says that they should make a technology to emulate PS1, 2, and 3 games on PS5. Spitting facts, and this is my fat PS3. Smash the like button for the fat PS3, and bro, I really want to get rid of my fat PS3. And this is the patent that Sony filed. I'm not really a scientist, but I want to know like what your stud muffin mind thinks after this as well. You know, you start, you perform emulation, and then it will detect the triggers, and once all the triggers are detected, it will assign the 1 or more trophies. Basically, you will get the trophies. But this is still not end all be all, because PSU says that given the recent news that Sony is planning to shut down the PSP Vita and PS3 stores, we covered that the other day, we may see the company introduce a service that allows you to emulate these games, maybe even PS2 and PS1 games as well. Therefore, you would be able to play these games even after the store has been shut down. We might even see Sony introduce the feature into PlayStation Now and expand its library of games and make it a real competitor to Game Pass. It is still not end all be all, my G. It's not like you can pop in that glorious Modern Warfare 2 PS3 disc in your PS5 and start playing. And I know that there will be one guy out there that will be like, yo, why do you want to play older games on a new Sony Pony PS5? Well, convenience 101, motherfucker. But speaking of Xbox catching up to Sony in another aspect, well, we got some good news for the Xbox folks out there. VGC says that Xbox is now testing no live gold requirement for Warzone, Fortnite, and more. And just the other day, they ditched the Xbox Live branding in favor of the Xbox Network. I prefer the Xbox Live name, my G, but I think that the reason they are doing this is because they really want to have the free-to-play games be actually free-to-play games, and not that you gotta buy Xbox Live Gold. And I'm really glad that people did get along and they did come together, because obviously Microsoft was looking to actually up the price of Xbox Live Gold to $120. 2x, my man. 2x during this running situation where people are having a rough time making the moolah. And you know, we also have cases like Bobby Kotick taking $200 million, but we talked about that. Motherfuckers are crazy, man. And really, Sony is catching up to Microsoft in terms of backwards compatibility, but not literally though. I hope they do. I mean, it's gonna be really good for PlayStation fans, and now Xbox is also catching up to Sony and really making free-to-play games be free-to-play. Massive fuckers in the chat, boys. Also in the news, 2 of these homies actually added me in the situation. Let me actually smash the like button, because Rocket League says incoming Rocket League Sideswipe is coming to iOS and Android later this year. In simple English, they are announcing Rocket League Sideswipe for mobile. Don't you guys have?
Do you guys not have phones?
Yeah. And they apparently shared this alpha gameplay that I'll play in the background. And I mean, it's Rocket League. I think everybody loves Rocket League. It's just one of those games, right? Whenever you feel like skill-based matchmaking is too much, you cannot handle it. If you don't want to sweat, hey, well, sweat in games like that. It's a pretty poggers game. And speaking of poggers, well, we got none of that out here, okay? We got Raven Software in the news. They say another Warzone ban wave today, and they have banned over 13,000 accounts.
Say you swear to f***ing God, bro.
Let me show you the streets real quick. We got the homie GG Reloaded out here, says that want a cookie. You guys realize these bans are doing nothing, right? If there has to be a ban wave every week or so, it should indicate that this method is incredibly effective. Sonic Kid dropping a thumbs up emoji. You know, he cannot say anything mean to them. Sam out here replied to him and spitted facts by saying 13,000 people making new accounts, utterly pointless. Spitting mad facts. We have Bobby Pop out here, the guy who was caught raging. You greedy motherfuckers! Smash the like button for Bobby Puff, okay? All my homies love Bobby Puff. Says interesting, there has been some hackers lately. Hopefully this slows them down a little until a cuff anti-cheat system. And we have Face Pamat, says W. Could save you guys a lot of time though with this revolutionary idea I have. Hear me out. Anti-cheat. Could you imagine this billion-dollar company having an anti-cheat system? I just cannot see that happen. I mean, you know, anti-cheat system? What? Where? Wait, what? But really though, I'm not sure what's happening. Like, maybe they have designed Warzone in a way where they can never implement an anti-cheat system, or maybe they're actually working on it. Maybe it's just taking a lot of time, or maybe they don't have monies. Maybe they have given all of their money to Bobby Kotick. Man out here probably buying another yachts out there, maybe buying another Lamborghini to cry in. Wild stuff, ladies and gentlemen. But speaking of Battlefield 6, there are 3 different stories for Battlefield 6. Number 1, the homie 402 Thunder quoted this tweet and says that kill streak in Battlefield because we have this image, alright, and some people are thinking that this is a real image, but I want to really quickly confirm that this is a concept art made by Libby. This is a concept art designer over on the ArtStation website. So this is a massive cap of the week, but I gotta say the concept art do be looking pretty good. I love these concept arts for sure. But could you imagine DICE adding like kill streaks in Battlefield 6? Bro, that would start WW4 in the Battlefield community. This is gonna be the whole Battlefield community, and really, man, it will be bad out there. Remember Battlefield trying out the kill streak formula, but in a realistic way back during like Battlefield 3? You remember when we had that Bandar Desert map with DLC 3, we had the AC-130? I'm not 100% sure if people actually accepted that idea or not, because that was like years ago and I don't fully remember that, but I remember Battlefield trying that out. Also in the news, speaking of Capity Cap, well, this might be cap, but here's the thing, this is a rumor, alright, so do not let your dogs out. It talks about Battlefield 6, Far Cry 6, Halo gameplay as well. It talks about Dying Light 2, the Xbox events being streamed on June 17. Surely we're gonna be having the Xbox event in the coming days, which I will be live streaming on the channel as well, but this talks about the event that's gonna be happening around E3 time. Now either this is cap or a very good educated guess, which in other words would be cap. Only time will tell us for sure, but real or not, this is very likely, okay, because around E3 time we're gonna be having new gameplays. Halo Infinite is gonna be coming out this year, Far Cry 6 is gonna be coming out this year, Battlefield 6, Dying Light 2, so we're surely gonna be getting gameplays of them around E3 time. According to Jeff Grubb and other leaks, we're gonna be having the Battlefield 6 trailer in May, maybe before that, but May is kind of like the deadline, and around E3 time we can all expect multiplayer gameplay, and this leak suggests that Battlefield 6 multiplayer gameplay trailer, it's gonna be Xbox C optimized, releasing on November 19th, so that's like the release date for Battlefield 6, and we're gonna have 10-hour trial for EA Play and Game Pass, so that includes console and PC, maybe the Sony ponies, maybe not the Sony ponies. Yo, that would be bad out there. Now imagine the beta is Xbox exclusive, just like how Call of Duty normally like to do 2 betas, one early for the Sony ponies PlayStation, and then a week later they drop it on Xbox and PC. This can still happen, but very unlikely. We'll see what happens. Also in the news, the Oddworld is confirmed to be featured at Future Game Show, which is gonna be happening on March 25th at 2:45 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. I will be live streaming. Apparently EA will be there. This should be a massive indie game showcase, meaning that we're probably gonna see memes worthy content. You love indie games, right? And EA will be there as well. I don't expect a Battlefield 6 trailer, my G, but you know, best case scenario, we might get like a 2-second teaser or a 3-second teaser, and that would be plenty. But worst case scenario, they're also gonna be showing us the new mobile game. I will be live streaming, so hit the bell. And also the homie Jeremiah added me in the situation here, and we're hearing that Sony is making a Demon Soul movie. It has been reported by Giant Freaking Robot. That's what we got, this current article is talking about. This can be Capity Cap, so do not fully believe the leak just yet. But as this gentleman says, if I don't see the main character dying every 10 minutes, then I'm calling fake news on this movie adaptation. Facts no printer, ladies and gentlemen. But check out this video on the screen. Hit the subscribe bell so I can interrupt you every time you're about to score on your crush. Subscribe, subscribe, subscribe.